Okay, so I'm Grasswalker. Hello and welcome to Gwent. We're going to be playing Gwent. I mean, I don't know what you expected from me, but... Okay, crack on crate. Should be an interesting match. The guy's higher ranked than me. We'll see how it goes. I got to rank 11 and then dropped loads. Okay, our mulligan is decided for us. Like, we're playing monsters, obviously. We've got like a weather package, some other stuff. But nobody wants foglets, so I guess our mulligan is to just throw foglets away. Literally no decision making required. I quite like this deck. It's good to just chill and grind out your casual games of the day to get the rewards, but I mean, apparently we have a good win rate. 60%. We'll begin with the Wild Hunt Riders. It's the worst card in the deck. It's the one you don't want to remain on the field over the rounds. So if you get it out of your hand early, it's not like something you're like, oh shit, if I play that now, I only have 3 next round. Because of the old monsters passive. That Axeman is scary. Thankfully Triss can kill him. Oh, we can interact with the opponent. That never happens with this deck. Literally never. We also have Drog to kill shit of his. Weather to free shit of his. That's annoying. If we had one of the Manticore Venoms instead of this, we could kill that as well. Oh, we could also fog it. So he spends all of his resources buffing it, and then we just fog it and laugh. I say we play a Foglet. It's slightly better than the 3, so if he sacks the round here, we have 5 next round instead of 3. But it's not like... Perhaps it would have been better to Crone there to thin out the deck, because I'm always scared of drawing, say, a Foglet. That's scary, because if we freeze it, it comes back. We could play Draug here, and there's like, what, a 40% chance it kills the Axeman? Because it's 50-50 on who it hits, and there's 7 shots. So all we need is to win 4 of the 50-50s. If that makes sense. Like, the only way it doesn't die is if, what, 5 of the shots go on this? No, 4 of the shots go on this. Yeah, probability. I think it's cute to Draug here, though. It might kill that. Oh, fuck, it'll turn that into a bear. I mean, that's turning into a bear anyway. This could be our chance to just Crone. This might also be our last chance to kill that. Yes! Alright, so we turned it into a bear, but we killed the scary guy. And now he's looking really bad, because he can't buff the scary guy. Our deck's still full of shit, though. We have 3 Foglets and 2 Crones we don't want to draw. So 5 of these 13 cards will make us cry, and we're about to draw 2 cards when this round ends. So we need to thin it somehow. And I think the way to do that is to Fog. We kind of need the Fog to interact with that bullshit. But unless he can resurrect it, which Skellige's like 4 or 5 cards to resurrect things. That's big. I don't want to draw a Foglet. Foglet is the worst card you could possibly draw. But we don't have to fog his side, we could fog our own side. I like that. I like that play a lot more. This also makes Gels like really scary. Gels. I don't fucking know how to pronounce any of this. I've played like 60% of The Witcher and only the main game. I haven't played the DLCs yet. I should play the DLCs. I need to sort out my mods and record more Witcher. Oh shit, that's scary. What was the last thing we played? Foglet, right? Everything else was generated by other cards. So we could buff... I put that in the wrong position. I should have put that to the left so we could buff Foglet and Foglet. We could also Spear Tip because it hits his stuff and buffs ours. But that means next round we'll have a Spear Tip. But that's fine. Like, Spear Tip isn't a bad card. Especially if we put it in the middle. And then use the Thunderbolt potion to buff it. Gales is really scary. Like, if he concedes the round now, Gales will never buff as many cards as it will now. Like, this is as good as Gales will ever get. Thunderbolt Potion goes with the Crones. Pair those two up, and worst case scenario, Thunderbolt's worth 8 with this guy. Huh. Well, he's given me more power, and I don't see him winning this in one card. I don't see him winning this in one card. He might. I hope he doesn't. I really hope he doesn't, but there is always a chance. Okay, nice. So we won the first round. We keep a 7 power Foglet. Do we now... Oh, we keep an 8 power that flips back. My bad. I confused myself there. So... Does it flip back already? Because I go first. Okay, it stays. So it may be optimal to play... So first of all, we need to figure out if we're going to commit to this round to try and just win. Because Skellige gets better the later game goes, because all of its stuff grows. He already has a card of advantage. We're 8 points up. We could pass the round here and he has to even out the card advantage. Or we can balls deep it and just try. If we're balls deeping it, Caranthir here, that flips, buffs the 2 hounds, and it applies the Frost Layer to kill that row. He swaps, buffs the other dudes. So we went from having 4, because Old Spear Tip was going to flip no matter what, 4 to 13. So it's worth 9, because we kind of shrunk the Spear Tip. But we should be good here. Because one, he doesn't want to play stuff on this row because it's going to be tiny. And I think most of his deck is on that row.
What do you need?
Especially when he revives. But he can revive the bear, and the bear's immune. Oh! He's reviving that guy. So this is where we need to save our fog. Put the Foglet down as intimidation tactic. The more cards we can make him waste, the better. Especially because cards like Manticore Venom and Thunderbolt Potion affect 3 cards. Sure, there's combos with the Crones, but this needs 3 things in the same row to hit. And I think this is going to be our last round chance to get it.
So, how are things?
That works. Bring back the bear. Or no, not the bear. Interesting. So now we're going to fog, and he either answers the fog or loses all 3 of those cards. Because we'll Manticore. Even if they're worth 1, we'll Manticore them. So he plays something like Clear Skies, maybe. I mean, we've seen 2 War Cries. We haven't seen a Clear Skies. Right, that'll buff them, but not enough. Not enough to stay alive. This is good. This is really good. We can Manticore both of them dead, and he's wasted all of his resources reviving them. And all he has left in his deck are 2 Priestesses, which, yes, is enough to bring both of them back, but he either brings them back or the bear back, or like, and there's a chance that like a third of his deck is still there. Like, more than a third. 9, 18, 27. Well, about a third, yeah. 40%, something like that. But if he's already got 2 of his reviving cards and he only has 4 or 5, he's already looked at most of his deck. That's another bear. Now we balls deep it on the crones. Then we buff the crones, because they'll survive into the final round, that even if we don't win this one, that's like our Hail Mary. That's all we've got left, really. And I didn't feel comfortable taking the crones plus potion into the final round, because Gales gets worse. On top of that, there's like a 2 in 6 chance that we just draw one of the crones, which is awful. What did he do? Revive? Restore. So we're even Stevens, and he's got one more card than me. This isn't looking good, but we've got to try. We're already committed. If we pass now, all we have is the potion. And on the other hand, this is us wasting everything he has for the final round, in which we will still have a crone. And if he kills all the crones, we'll still have a foglet. So he's got to find 15 points in these 3 cards. Well, 27. He's basically 27 points behind. And 2 rows are dead. Like, Frost plus Fog. More than, like, 2/3 of his rows are dead. I don't see him winning this. Oh, the potential's there, but hopefully we're fine. Diddle-a-diddle-a-da. I'm tempted to... Oh, wow, that's big. Wait, what? Did he mean to do that? He weathered the fog row, which is good, rather than weathering this that would fuck me. I mean, we're buffing those guys anyway, because they're the ones that stick into the final round.
Wrong. Another mistake.
Okay. You chill, bro. So he has to find 24 points in this round, in 2 cards. Cards worth 12 each is unlikely, with 2 dead rows. And then, if he does that, then he has to beat the... Yeah, he couldn't do it. Coral could have done it, but he put it on the wrong row. He made a terrible mistake. But nice, yeah, that's my monsters deck. Deck list will be in the comments, but you can also see it on the screen in the hand, like, suss it together. I'm sure if you pause at the right time, the deck tracker has the whole deck there. But I'll stick it in the comments anyway if you want to click, have a look. I'll send you a good game back, little buddy. Have I got my daily rewards yet? No. Yeah, thank you guys for joining me on this episode of Gwent. Bye!